Nvidia just played the dirtiest game with their competitors and it's honestly genius. China built a reusable rocket at crazy low prices and Elon Musk is probably sweating right now. Samsung is going all in on self-driving cars. Apple launched a $20,000 course that'll make your wallet cry. And Amazon self-driving cars just hit a major roadblock with serious bug issues. Oh, and China just got zero tariffs on semiconductors. Plus Google, XAI and OpenAI are all facing massive legal action. There's so much happening, so stick around because I'm breaking it all down. Let's break down what's happening in tech right now. Alright, starting strong with some serious drama. The New York Times is not messing around anymore. They've already sued OpenAI and Microsoft, but now they're expanding their legal war. Reports are coming in that the Times is now going after Google and Elon Musk's XAI, the company behind Grok. The accusation? These AI companies allegedly trained their chatbots on thousands of copyrighted New York Times articles without permission, and definitely without paying for it. Here's why this matters. If the Times wins this case, we're talking about billions of dollars in damages. Every AI company could be forced to pay up for their training data. This isn't just about money though, it could completely change how AI models are built in the future. This case is the big one, and everyone in Silicon Valley is watching closely. Okay, this next story is honestly depressing. We all love using AI, right? ChatGPT, Midjourney, all the cool stuff. But here's what nobody talks about, the environmental cost. AI data centers consume an absolutely insane amount of electricity. We're talking more power than some small countries. And to meet this demand, energy companies are doing something pretty messed up. They're reactivating old retired power plants called peaker plants. These peaker plants are the dirtiest, most expensive and most polluting energy sources out there. They usually run on coal or natural gas and were only supposed to be used during emergencies. But now, they're firing them back up just to keep AI running. So yeah, every time you ask ChatGPT to write you a poem, there's a good chance it's being powered by a smokestack from the 1970s. Not exactly the sustainable future we were promised. This is a serious trade-off we need to talk about. Let's talk about Nvidia because they just pulled off an absolute power move. So there's this company called Groq. They make AI chips called LPUs that are supposedly faster than Nvidia's chips for certain tasks. Groq's been positioning themselves as a legit competitor. But here's the twist. Nvidia didn't buy Groq. Instead, they licensed Groq's technology and hired away their top engineers and executives. Basically, they took everything valuable from Groq without actually acquiring the company. Why does this matter? Because if Nvidia had bought Groq outright, antitrust regulators would have been all over them for monopolistic behavior. But by doing it this way, they dodged all the legal headaches while still eliminating the competition. It's ruthless, it's smart, and it shows Nvidia is not playing games when it comes to maintaining dominance in the AI chip market. This one's interesting. After the election, Donald Trump's team launched an AI hiring campaign for government roles. And the response? Over 25,000 people applied. 25,000! That's not a typo. Clearly, there's massive interest in working on AI policy, defense applications, and tech development at the government level. This signals that the next administration is taking AI incredibly seriously. Whether it's military use, national security, or just staying ahead of China, the US government is making it clear they don't want to fall behind in the AI race. Love him or hate him, Trump's team is going all in on AI, and that's going to shape policy for years to come. Holy acquisition, Batman! Cloud software giant ServiceNow just announced they're buying cybersecurity company Armis for $7.75 billion. Let me repeat that, 7.75 billion. Why such a massive deal? Because cybersecurity is exploding right now. With AI everywhere and the Internet of Things connecting everything from your fridge to your car, cyber attacks are skyrocketing. Companies are desperate for better security. ServiceNow wants to offer AI-powered security directly on their platform, making it a one-stop shop for enterprises. This deal shows just how valuable the AI security market is becoming. If you're in cybersecurity right now, you're basically printing money. Alright, this one made my jaw drop. We all know Apple products are expensive, but apparently learning to build apps for Apple is just as bad. Reports are circulating about a new specialized Apple app development course with a price tag of $20,000 per student. $20,000. That's the price of a decent car. You could get an entire computer science degree for less in some places. Why would anyone pay this when there are way cheaper courses on YouTube, Udemy, or Coursera? Maybe it includes exclusive access to Apple's tools or direct networking opportunities. But still, for the average person, this is absolutely insane. Let me know in the comments, would you ever pay 20 grand to learn coding? Because I sure wouldn't. Here's some car tech news. Samsung Electronics, through its subsidiary Harman, just announced they're acquiring ZF Group's ADAS business for $1.8 billion. ADAS stands for Advanced Driver Assistance Systems. Think automatic braking, lane keeping, adaptive cruise control, all that stuff. Samsung already dominates car audio and infotainment screens, but now they're going all in on autonomous driving tech. This acquisition positions Samsung as a major player in the future of smart cars. So there's a decent chance the brain in your next car could be made by Samsung. Pretty wild when you think about it. Speaking of self-driving cars, Amazon's robotaxi company Zoox just hit a major speed bump. They've had to recall 332 of their vehicles in the US due to a software error. Now 332 might not sound like a lot, but it's a reality check for the whole self-driving industry. These robotaxis had unpredictable behavior in certain situations because of buggy software. That's not great when there's no human driver as a backup. The bottom line, self-driving cars are still not fully safe and companies have a long way to go before their AI is truly road ready. This recall proves we are not living in the autonomous future just yet. Whenever we talk about reusable rockets, SpaceX and Elon Musk dominate the conversation. But China's getting serious about competing. A private Chinese space company called Land Space just announced they plan to land and recover their rockets by mid-2026, just like SpaceX does with the Falcon 9. If they pull this off, it's a huge deal. Reusable rockets drastically cut the cost of space travel, and if China masters this tech, the space race between the US and China is going to get even more intense. 2026 isn't that far away, so we'll see if land space can actually deliver. And finally, some news that might actually help your wallet. In a surprising move amid all the tech trade war tension, there's a new policy allowing zero tariffs on semiconductors from China until June 2027. This is huge for the tech industry. No extra taxes on chips means lower production costs for companies, which could lead to more stable prices on gadgets and electronics for the next couple of years. It's a temporary fix for supply chain issues, but hey, we'll take any good news we can get in this economy. So if you're planning to buy a new phone or laptop, this might be a good time to hold out for better prices. And that's it for today's Tech Roundup. We covered everything from Nvidia's sneaky moves to AI's environmental impact, massive lawsuits, insane course prices, and the race for self-driving cars and reusable rockets. Let me know in the comments which story shocked you the most. Would you pay $20,000 for that Apple course? And do you think it's worth restarting dirty power plants just to keep AI running? I really want to hear your thoughts. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. See you in the next one.